oh my God, my friends, Kiss Wednesday, and I'm still grieving Ace, as I'm sure many of you are. And I hinted about this last week that I'm doing it this week, and I'm doing it now. It was a little challenging because I'm not only throwing Ace Frehley, I'm throwing compilations in here and live albums. And I will say, I can't throw this in here. I wish I could. It's pretty good. It doesn't feature Ace Frehley, but it's a tribute called Spacewalk. You know, and it has Dimebag on here, Scotty Ian, Snake Sabo, Sebastian Bach, Tracy Guns, and Dimebag doing a Fractured Mirror. Good shit. I have another tribute too that has them doing, I think it's Rip It Out. Alright, so, hey, not to bash on Ace, I don't mean to, but I gotta be honest here. There's more killer albums than albums I don't like, and man, at the bottom, not a fan. The last one. Other than, the title track's pretty good, and I like Fighting for Life a lot. But the rest is not really good, you know? I still haven't opened it yet. I will. My turntable's being repaired. If it does get repaired, I'll play it. I'll open and play it. But I want to thank J-Man for getting me this. But yeah, I'm not a fan of this album. And I did listen to it again the other day. And I'm still not a fan. Alright, next. You know, some of you are saying, yeah, next is Second Sighting. No, it's not. I'm about to pull up an album that a lot of people love. And man, for me, it was a huge disappointment. I waited 20 years for this. I love Outer Space. Foxy and Free is pretty good. I listened to this the other day. Pain in the Neck is passable. I don't like Fox on the Run, and all these songs I would listen to afterwards. I was like, man, I don't remember none of this except A Little Below the Angels. That's the one where he's like, look, baby, there's Clamp. Whatever it is. It's lovable. You know, listening to it now, it's like, aw, Ace, man, I miss you, man. But man, it's not my thing, man. I don't want you talking to your child in the middle of a song. But that's my thing. Other than a few decent songs, this was not worth the wait. Fractured Quantum, which is probably my least favorite of the Fractured. Anyway, yeah, Anomaly would be next. Alright, this one, now we get to good stuff. Well, no, not true, not really. There's a bad one coming up. But here's the live, there's the live album. It's called Frehley's Comet Live, recorded at the Hammersmith Odeon. This was released on E1. It's basically just the audio of that what was it, Live Plus 4, the Frehley's Comet home video. It's from the same show, and the quality is not like amazing. If it was, it'd be higher on the list. But still, the good people on E1 sent me this, and thank you. You rule. Alright, next. Alright, now still. Damn, I should put this one higher, actually. Now I gotta pull up fucking Second Sighting. Boy, you want to talk about what a disappointing album for me. I know people like it out there. Like my co-host on Rock and Metal, he thinks this is better than the first album. What a wacky ass. But it does have its moments. I love Insane. Love that song. One of my favorite Ace songs. Now here's one, I've heard people review this album and bash on this song. Well, I'll bash on other songs. And I heard them praise songs I hate on here. But man, do I love Dancing with Danger. I know it's kind of Miami Vice-ish. Dana Strum helped write it. But I like it, man. It's total 80s, though. That I'll tell you. But, man, I hate 80s music that sounds like this. Yet here, I love it. I did like that song. What else did I like on here? Let's see. Yeah, overlooking the rest of the songs now. Acorn is Spinning. The instrumental at the end was cool, fun. But the rest, see, Todd Howarth is awesome. I'm not taking nothing away from him, but I don't like him when he writes his own songs, you know? I liked him with Something Moved and Breakout from Frehley's Comet. Here, it's basically a Todd Howarth solo album with a couple Ace songs sprinkled. But yeah, it's not good. After this, it gets good. I'm done bashing on Ace. Or his discography. I would never bash on Ace. Alright, here we go. This is next. Live +1. The only reason is kind of, I would put it higher, actually, but I think it's pointless to have an Anton Fig drum solo on a friggin' EP. Fucking throw another song in there. You know, you could have done Breakout. Well, he did do Breakout. Rip It Out, Breakout. It smokes. They're smoking, and Something Moves on here too. And Rocket Ride. I think these are great, great, great live recordings. But my favorite on here is songs I like even more than anything on Second Sighting. Even more than Insane, which is Words Are Not Enough. One of my favorite Ace Frehley songs. I love this. Words Are Not Enough should have been on the album, the first album instead of Dolls, in my opinion. And also promoted better. Live +1. Alright, here we go. The first compilation I'm going to hold up. 12 picks. Which has Words Are Not Enough, right? I know one of them do. But there's some cool tunes on here. Some good live recordings. Like Shock Me and stuff, and Cold Gin. And I don't know if you can see this. I put it in the back. There's actually an Ace Frehley pick. I think it came with the CD. I have official. Unfortunately, I have no Ace Frehley picks from Kiss, where it says Kiss on one side. No, I got plenty from his solo career. I got like 5 or 6. I got a blue one. But anyway, yeah, that's my next pick. Is 12 picks. All right. My next one, this should not be, no, this is wrong. I did this wrong. Let's fix this. This is the next one. Origins Part 2. I liked it even more than Origins Part 1. This is a great, great, great covers album. Never in My Life is one, I love it. It's probably my favorite on here. Jumpin' Jack Flash I like way more than oh man, I did it wrong. I wasn't supposed to hold this one up. God damn it. I did it wrong. Sorry, excuse me. Origins Part 1 is the next one. I love White Room. What a great version of that. Street Fighting Man's cool. Spanish Castle Magic. Fire and Water with Paul Stanley. Paul sounds awesome on that song. Emerald is, and I love Thin Lizzy, but that one didn't really grab me. What else is on here? Bring It On Home, Zeppelin. Nowhere near as good as the Zeppelin version, but not bad. Wild Thing, I don't even like the original or Sam Kinnison's version, so I don't care. I think that's one with Lita, yeah. Parasite, it's good, but John 5 kind of ruins it for me. I don't like John 5's playing on it, but it's cool to hear a sing, Parasite. Magic Carpet Ride, I don't care for that song. Actually, I would take Ace's version over the original, but I don't like either, to tell you the truth. Alright, next. Cold Gin, another one where Ace should have sung on the first album, but here he is doing another Kiss song. And I think it's pretty good. Not great, but pretty good. Till the end of the days, the King's cover, it's alright. And then he ends it with, man, I would say it's even better than, before I would say Fire and Water or White Room my favorite. No, it ends with my favorite. Rock and Roll Hell. I heard that the other day, man. Actually, oddly enough, driving around, and it was on my iPod Shuffle. And that was the song that popped up. I was like, oh, cool. I love the Creature of the Night version. Don't get it twisted. Let's cut the deck. Rock and Roll Hell, to me, I wouldn't say it's better, but I wouldn't say it's worse. I think it's just as good. Origins Volume 1 is next. All right, next after that, Spaceman. Great album. I love Bronx Boy. I want to go back. The Eddie Monty cover is fucking amazing. I loved it. Quantum Flux, that good instrumental. Pursuit of Rock and Roll, good rockin' song. Rockin' with the Boys, yeah, first time I heard it, I hated it. Now it's kind of like, it's okay. Without You I'm Nothing and Your Wish Is My Command are two songs co-written with Gene Simmons that aren't really, I don't think they're bad songs, but there's much better on here, like Bronx Boy. And my favorite on here, Mission to Mars. Mission to Mars is my favorite track on here. One of my favorite Ace Frehley songs, period. This is a good, solid album. He was on a roll, man. 100,000 Volts kind of ruined it for me, but I love Spaceman. All right, next. All right, let's put this before Spaceman. I got this all mixed up, but at least I'm holding them up in order. Loaded Deck. This one has a couple, this is another compilation, but One on One's a great song. And there's a couple other ones, and it has some live tracks like what is it? Rock Soldier, Stranger in a Strange Land is played on here live. It's a smoking version. I heard this too. And it ends with Fractured 2 and 3. Which one do I like more? I'll let you know in a second when we get to it. This is the one I almost put up instead of Origins 1. I like this one even more than Origins 1. Like Wild Thing is terrible with Lita. On here, Jumpin' Jack Flash, it's great. I like Lola. I like Space Truckin's okay. I'm Down is awesome. And here's a little tidbit. There's a video, an animated video for the song I'm Down, where space monkeys show up in the animated videos. At the end, when they're given the credits, I'm credited as one of the space monkeys. Check it out. Anyway, cool shit. And he redoes She, which is pretty good. We Gotta Get Out of This Place. I don't even care for the original. Manic Depression is cool. That's with Bruce Kulick. Now, 30 Days in a Hole is with my all-time favorite singer, along with Elvis Presley, Robin Zander. And 30 Days in a Hole is a cool song from Humble Pie. But honestly, I didn't think it sucked, but I thought it was going to be mind-blowing, and it didn't really blow my mind. But anyway, Origins 2. Yeah. All right. Now we're down to the top 3. The top 3. All right. This album, when it came out, blew my mind. After the disappointing second Sighting album, we released this. And it was a little too late now. And again, it's Atlantic, right? Yeah, Atlantic. Man, when I bought this and the first thing I heard was Shot Full of Rock, I was like, whoa. All right, now we're talking. Do Ya? Not a bad cover. I grew up on Do Ya from ELO, so of course I'm going to be more partial to the original. But I thought he did a good job. 5-Card Stud is pretty cool. Hide Your Heart is terrible. You know what I heard? The Holly Knight, whatever her name is, the girl that helped write this song, Paul Stanley, said that Ace Frehley's version was the best. I listened to it the other day. The solo's cool. All right, the next song I would say is my favorite Ace Frehley song after the 78 solo album. And that would be Lost in Limbo. That song, you talk about a dark horse. You know, obviously, it's my favorite off this album, too. God, I love that song. Lost in Limbo is fucking amazing. his best solo song, in my opinion. Trouble Walking, it's an alright song, but I hate the Bon Jovi's Whoa. I hate that. I hate woes. Too Young to Die, I know it's the one that, you know, Richie Scarlett would sing. And every time I saw Ace after this album, it would always be on the set list if Richie Scarlett was there. And it would annoy me. To be honest, I was like, oh, play something different already. I don't hate it, but it's weird. I'm burnt out on that song because of all the times I saw it live. I would be fine if I never heard it again. Back to School, the next song's even worse. I know I'm bashing this a lot, but I'm telling you, the good songs make up for it. Back to School's worse. Remember Me, love it. Not really live, we know. It's him doing a bluesy thing with audience noises. One of my favorites on here. I love, love, love Remember Me. Probably my third favorite after Lost in Limbo, Shot Full of Rock, and Remember Me would be my top three. Now, at the last track is my second favorite Fractured song. It's Fractured Mirror, Fractured 3, then Fractured 2. I love Fractured 3. Probably my fourth favorite on the album. Trouble Walking, number 3. Alright, number 2. I don't know if a lot of you will agree with this shit. Space Invader. This is the 5th anniversary. I think it's like 10 anniversaries now, right? Yeah. All the way at number 2. Oh, no. Number 3. I'm sorry. Number 3. Let's see. Does it have I can't even remember. Yeah, it does have the original album inside. No, yeah, there you go. So, and Ace really signed it. I don't think so. I think that's like I've had Ace. Well, you'll see something soon that I had Ace sign. I had Ace sign a lot of shit. I took a picture with Ace, and that's the only person that I went to like a Kinko's and had them blow it up so I can get Ace to sign it. I do have that somewhere too. I gotta find it and frame it actually. But Space Invader, the song Space Invader, probably my second favorite after Lost in Limbo from the solo stuff. Give Me a Feeling is catchy. I Want to Hold You. I love that song. I love Changes. There's a lot of great songs. Toys is awesome. He rips off a little tiny piece of Watching You on it, but it rocks. It rocks as good as Watching You. Mortal Pleasure is okay. Inside the Vortex, I liked quite a bit actually. What Every Girl Wants is another one I fucking love. Something Walk in the Park. This is what I'm going to play next. I haven't heard this one in a while, but I know it enough to know it's way better than everything I just talked about. I think this one's extremely underrated. Past the Milky Way, I don't know, probably my favorite. Probably my favorite on here is Past. No, Space Invader. Then Past the Milky Way is amazing. Reckless is kind of fillerish. The Joker, I gotta tell you, man, that's a Steve Miller cover. Not a lot of people like that one. I love it. I love his cover of that song. I think it's amazing. I love it. Starship is a little instrumental that I love too. I think it's really cool. And this 5th anniversary brings some bonus shit. What a Girl Wants, some radio mix, and Toys, some different mix. But Space Invader, all the way at number 3. All right, number 2. Yeah, I gotta give it to Frehley's Comet. This album is friggin' amazing. It's right there. To me, the first album and this one. There was a while there I was saying, oh, I think Space Invader is better than this. Oh, what the fuck was I on back then? This album, that's just recent, like a week ago I played it. It rips. It's a ripping album. So much in the vein of the 78 solo album. It even has the first single, which was like, you know, a cover written by the same guy, Russ Ballard, who wrote New York Groove. Into the Night, I heard Russ Ballard's original version, Into the Night. This version is the shit. They should have sold a lot of albums, but they're not pretty boys. And this was the 80s. And this cover. But anyway, there you go. One more to go. And of course, you know which one I'm going to fucking hold up. And this is the one I had Ace autograph. One of the many things I had. Look at that. Look how beautiful that autograph is. Is that an amazing autograph or what? Beautiful. I want to thank my friend David Rudak from Canada, who paid to meet Ace and buy his guitar and get an autograph. And he had an extra guy to take, and he asked me, hey man, you want to come? It's me plus one. I was like, yeah. I took the, I have so much shit from Ace autograph, I only took this. And look at that, it's a beauty. And of course, come on. This album, you know what this album should be called? The best of the Kiss solo albums. Seriously, because that's what it is. It buries the other three. Oh yes, I am aware there's people out there that like Peter's more, or Paul's more, or even Gene's more. I've seen it. I've seen it. I respect your opinion. That's your opinion. But I also have to throw in a ha! Especially if you like Gene's more than this one, then an extra ha. Ha ha! But this is the best one, hands down in my world. It was the first. Well, I bought double platinum, Kiss Alive on 8-track, and this before Dynasty came out. These were the three I owned. I had Ace posters all over my wall, more than Kiss posters, Ace posters. Always been my man. Rip It Out. Speed Back to My Baby I Love. Snowblind. I covered Snowblind. I put it up on this channel. Ozone. Love it. I'm the kind of guy. The guitars, man. What's on Your Mind? A lot of people don't like. I love that song. I love that acoustic guitar mixing in with the electric. I think it's awesome. Love New York Groove. Always loved that song. It was a big hit. That's probably the reason I bought this. When I was a little kid, I remember hearing New York Groove on AM radio. And I'd be like, man, that's a catchy tune. That was before I was like, you know, really, really into hard rock. I still liked, you know, your Elton Johns and stuff, but man, that one I was like, oh, I need to get it. Then I heard the album and it's like, yeah, it's not even one of the better songs on the album. The heavy stuff, like, you know, Rip It Out and Snowblind, you know, that's still my favorites off here. But New York Groove is awesome. I'm in Need of Love is awesome. I love that song. So many, it's like armies of guitars all over it. It's just a lot of guitars mixing. It's awesome. The effects and shit. Wiped Out is fucking fun, hilarious, and also a killer rockin' tune, man, about getting drunk, you know? And of course, my favorite of the instrumentals, Fractured Mirror. This right here is my favorite Ace Frehley solo album. A lot of people would say that. I know I'm in the minority. I'm not in the minority on that one. I may be in the minority of the other ones I listed, but not, yeah, you out there that's saying, well, you know, I like Trouble Walking or the first album or Second Sighting more than the first one. You're the minority, especially if you like Second Sighting more, then you're not the minority, you're alone. But anyway, thank you so much everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed my ranking of the Ace Frehley solo album, where the best of the solo albums came up at number 1. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Ring that little notification bell and like the video. It's good for the YouTube algorithms. So stay frosty. Listen to the 1978 Ace Frehley solo album and smack 'em a gob.